What cost $115 million and only made back 1/10 of that?
$100 to whoever can guess it without
looking at the title. Yeah.
Close your eyes. Leave a comment.
It's newly released 2024 blockbuster hit Borderlands.
More like Boredom Lands.
Damn, I hate how good that one was, actually. That was pretty good.
Do you want to make that the intro?
No.
Oh, my goodness, though. So this is one of the few movies, because to be honest with you, we don't often start our videos without doing the intro. This is what I was going to say.
Very smooth.
This is Full-Time Movie Fans. You know this. You're here. You clicked on the video, hopefully because you want to be entertained and talk about, movies. I'm host Jarvis. This is host Michael.
A.K.A. the Phoenix King. I don't remember what it was.
Look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you right off the rip. I don't remember much of this movie. And what I was going to say before I didn't forget to introduce ourselves was that we watched a few of the movies we've reviewed together.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a lot of it. And there's a reason, and I'm sure I'll let him tell you part of the reason why that is, but...
So... I'll give y'all the same introduction to the review that I've given to other people when they said, "Hey, how was Borderlands?" And I said, "Jarvis fell asleep in it." And they all went, "Oh, so that bad."
Boy.
And that's not to say that your taste in movies is bad. It's just that you'll watch pretty much anything.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'll give there's a few things that I definitely would not choose to watch and haven't chosen to watch on purpose, but yeah, I mean, especially if it's like a friend who's like, "Hey, I want to go watch this movie. Will you come with me?" Oh,
yeah,
sure, man. Like, I have no desire to see it, but I'll watch it with you.
How many movies do you think you've fallen asleep in the theater watching?
Oh man, I mean, on less than, less than 5. I mean, I couldn't even count. Maybe 2 or 3. To where I was like, this just is not.
And that's just a guess because you can't think of the ones on the top of your head, huh?
Maybe more. Maybe I just can't remember them because I was asleep.
Fair enough.
No, but I do know that.
Maybe they're like the 4th time into game night.
Nope. Nope. I will rewatch that movie and I will stay awake the whole time.
Every time?
Yes, every time.
Sleep deprived?
Nope. Just it's a great movie.
Okay.
I will die on that hill.
All right.
One of the last full real comedies.
Oh, the last bastion of comedy is game night.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the last bastion of comedy is apparently Borderlands.
Oh my gosh!
God help us all. So, Jarvis, go ahead and do you want me to do my first impression, or do you want to do yours first?
I mean,
because we kind of know half of it. I had to wake him up. Like something very plot crucial happened, and I look over, and I did one of these. I went. And he was asleep.
Eyes were closed.
He missed the entire
Breathing heavy.
It was an important scene.
And I don't know what it was.
I mean, it was important to the point where, like,
I guess
you
I'll find
saw
out
what happened 5 seconds afterwards anyway. So,
and I still don't remember, so you'll have to surprise me with this review. I mean, to be honest with you, crazy cast. I'll start off with that. Like, Kevin Hart, Cate Blanchett, like...
Jack Black.
Dude, and she's won awards.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, also, she won an award for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Best Supporting Actress, right?
Yeah, they actually shot this movie before that one.
Did they really?
Isn't that a crazy?
Oh, my
We'll talk about that, too.
Yeah.
So Jamie Lee Curtis was not an Oscar award-winning actress before they made this movie, which is why they didn't have her like in the trailers as a Academy Award winning Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that she got a better movie role and got recognition for it.
That would have been bad.
I'm glad that happened before. Everything Everywhere All at Once happened before Borderlands.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but The thing about it, like visually, it's cool. There's a lot. It's a star-studded cast, but it's one of those movies for me that the best way I can describe it is just it's a flat line. There's no peaks. There's no emotional like things that get me excited, or that there's no mystery that intrigues me. Like it was very, in my opinion, boredom land.
Is that your full?
Yeah, I mean,
Would you recommend it?
I mean, and I'm the kind of guy that would say, "Hey, watch everything once and come up with your own."
Yeah.
Decide for yourself. But I can't honestly recommend this, and I would feel bad if you spent money on a ticket and spent whatever the runtime is for this, because you'll never get that time or money back.
1 hour 41 minutes.
If you have one of those passes that accumulates points and you can watch it for free, feel free to do that, I guess. But otherwise, I can't. I can't recommend.
In the same like month that you could go watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Exactly. Or I heard Twisters was really good.
Yeah, Sybil wants to go see that.
I was told that I need to go watch that in theaters before it goes out, so I might do
okay.
that tomorrow.
Okay. I might go do that tomorrow too because somebody else can't go. I'm just kidding. So don't watch the movies. What you're saying?
There's something better in the theaters. I guarantee it. I mean, this movie could be out all year, and you're gonna.
What if this movie was in the theaters at the same time as the Emoji Movie? You had to pick one.
Oh my goodness. I think I would still watch Borderlands just because it's not just a giant billboard for product placement, and I could at least get a good nap in.
Fair point.
All right, so your turn. First, your impressions.
All right, so
we talked a little bit after the movie, as we usually do.
It was a hot Saturday afternoon.
Oh,
scorching,
blistering hot here in San Antonio.
I'll give some more background. I've played some of the first Borderlands game. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's I feel like the game really like, and the whole franchise as a whole got its reputation for its crude humor, shock value, whatever. Which at the time it was fine.
Doesn't sell.
Right.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Which would fit, and they marketed the movie kind of like a rip-off Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Which kind of made sense.
Without all the good stuff.
Because it's like a ragtag team of like ne'er-do-wells and that's what the games were too. It's just a bunch of people doing things selfishly for themselves, and they have to like band together for stuff. So it like the concept was there, and it made sense. The games I didn't enjoy very much. That's just me. I don't like shooter story games unless it's BioShock Infinite.
Oh,
that one, by the way,
great game.
Great game.
We'll review that game on Full-Time Gaming Fans.
Perfect. I knew that was coming. Great joke. I'll review that on Full-Time Stand-Up Comedy Fans. So I came into it knowing a little bit. I don't know a lot about the lore of Borderlands because I'm not very interested.
The lore of Borderlands?
The games apparently actually have some pretty solid story in the later ones, specifically the third game.
It's a bore like lore. They rhyme.
Thank you for thanks for explaining the joke. People always know that makes it funnier.
Yeah, people love when I do that. They tell me in person, we love when you do that thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll keep it coming. So
we did end up watching this movie because I wanted to. And I wanted to because I kept on seeing terrible reviews for it.
Remember when I said that there's movies that I wouldn't choose to watch my own, but if a friend asked me to watch them, I would
this was it.
This was that movie.
This was that.
I was talking about this.
I said I need to go see this because I'm a huge fan of bad movies.
Yeah.
And I mean like bad movies like they're so bad it's fun.
Yeah. Was this one so bad it was fun?
No, it was fucking boring.
It wasn't so bad that it circumvented badness and came back to good. It just stayed on the bad side.
It's like if you were to, in the same like vein of crude humor, shock value, took Deadpool and Wolverine, but they never did anything interesting. And anytime they fought, it was like they like were upset with each other for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they just started shooting a bunch of dudes with no stakes at all. And then they just moved on to the next
And
thing.
every joke was like a farter butt joke.
Yeah. Except they didn't even have those in this movie. It was just, wow, this person's annoying. Let's point out how annoying they are. Anyways.
And I'll make a quick point to say that I've never played any of the Borderlands games. I think I've seen people play Borderlands, but that's my extent of it. So my point of view is coming from like a pure, like, I don't know anything about that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you were fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, from what I hear...
Fresh after my nap, I felt great.
You actually got a better version of the movie than I did. But
my body refused to have all those minutes taken away, so it took a few of them back and when I took a nap.
So I feel like we got a really good spectrum here of somebody who's never actually been interested in the story, doesn't know anything about the story as a whole. Somebody who knows a little bit, like enough to go in and be like, yeah, that's the Borderlands.
Yeah.
And then we got like a lot of people online who are diehard Borderlands fans that are like, this movie is the worst thing to ever happen.
There was actually, I will say this, after we got out of the theater, as I usually do, I went straight to the bathroom. And
that was your favorite part of the movie?
And that was my favorite part. When I took that dump, it reminded me of the movie that I just saw. No, actually what I was going to say was there were some other people that came from the theater, and while I was in the stall, they were at the urinals talking, and they're like, oh man, you know, it really got the feel of the games, but... And they had some critiques.
Did not get the feel of the games.
And I was just like...
It did not get the feel of the games at all.
Random bathroom dude, you know
yeah.
what I mean? As I what's it called? Eavesdrop on your conversation?
Yeah. I think the thing that got the game's feel of it the most was Claptrap, which you thought was annoying.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where...
And you're right. That's like the point of Claptrap, is to be annoying.
I mean, Jack Black was great.
Yeah. And
loved it.
And all of the best jokes were Claptrap, in my opinion.
For some reason, it was that it felt like that it's that guy that you know that's funny when he's not trying to be, but when he tries to be, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
And that's what Claptrap
that is
was.
what Claptrap is.
And so I was like, dude, this guy's annoying. And it's like, it's one of those things like, if you're just yourself, man, you're like super cool, like, and you're actually hilarious. But I felt like he was trying the whole time. So I didn't, that's how it came off to me. I was like, I was not a fan, but I was a fan of Jack Black and the work that he did.
It was a good performance. It was a good performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Jack Black and everything, which we're going to have to do Nacho Libre at some point.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the only thing Jack Black's ever done.
No, but it's one of my favorite movies with him.
We'll do Shallow Hal.
Be like, get that corn out of my face.
Bad one.
Oh, that
Shallow Hal's not a good.
It hasn't aged very well.
That one is a so bad it's funny movie for me. The Borderlands is not. Borderlands is.
You know what? If Borderlands was a person, and they walked into this room, you know what I'd tell them?
What?
I would say, get out.
Okay, so go back to the Get Out review and add that to the counter, guys. That one counts because we're in the same sitting. I'm wearing the same shirt. It's the same hour. Still warm in here. Don't watch this movie. That's my impression. I wish I could tell you to. Actually, if you're like a diehard Borderlands fan and you want to hate something for a couple hours, go watch the movie.
Yeah, and this is.
Oh, well, actually, let me retract a little bit of that. Don't do this. Do this. Pirate the movie. Don't do that. Do that.
What I was going to say is this is coming from the guy who was like, dude, you need to watch the Emoji Movie. Like, you should watch this.
It did come from the
if
guy
you
who said
ask him
watch
to
the
this day,
Emoji Movie.
Should I watch the Emoji Movie? He will say yes. And he will not say yes to Borderlands, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Emoji Movie served a purpose. Borderlands did not.
Yeah.
And the purpose of the Emoji Movie was to give us a better movie.
You know what? I'll take it as a positive. It's something we got to experience together, which I'm always down for.
Oh,
I love experiencing things.
Hey, full-time MFers. You like this video? You sure did. If you liked it, maybe you should share it with your friends. Maybe like the video and subscribe.
If we were you, that's what we would do. If I was watching this,
I'd be all over that.
And I'd hit that share, And then I would hit that subscribe in
Yeah.
that order.
Yeah. There's also another video that's popped up. YouTube thinks you like this one, so you should watch that one now.
See you next time.